Hello everyone, today is the day. It is the day that the new DLC for Megaquarium drops, which is the Architect Collection DLC, which I'm gonna do a review on it. Basically gonna walk you through what have been added onto the game. So as you can see, I have laid out some of the new things that have been added to the game. So let's get right into it. So before anything else, it is live on Steam. I will leave the link down below where you can get it, and I will also leave the link for the update, what happened. Like, you can get more in-depth info, I would think, from there. So first of all, let's talk about UI. So you can see here, you got this new UI, which is the construction UI, I would like to call it that. So paint have been moved from decoration to this new UI now, which is, I would say again, construction, I guess. So first of all, you got this new UI, construction UI, the paints, the new archway, bridges, tunnel, roof, the walls, the wider. So for construction, you will find it here. Only the wall and this thingy will still be the same. Also, you got a new UI for the staff team as well, which looks nicer in my opinion. Was there anything else? No, that is basically the new UI that you get. So next one, let's talk about paint first. So you got 7 new paint, I think I count correctly. 1, 2, 3, yep, 7 new paint, which Greek. You got Greek 1, Greek 2, Greek 3, Harborside 2, Aztec 2, Pacific 2, Jungle Paint 2. So over here you get the Jungle Paint 2, which I like a lot. It's got this mossy brick look. Over here you got the what's it again? Greek Paint 1, which just looked nice. It looked like the Atlantis paint that was modded in, but you know, a bit more brick-like, less white, less bright. Over here we got the Greek 2, which this one I also like a lot. It's give that feel of, you know, elegance. You got this nice little tile, blue tile. You got this wave on the wall, just look nice. Over here, Greek 3, you get this one, which I like a lot as well for the floor, which is a look of cobblestone. On the wall, it just looked nice. You got this nice little pattern. Now to this one, I actually love this one. Like this one, all these I like, but this I love. It's basically Harborside, which is a paint that was in game normally. This one, but better. You got this nice diagonal shape, which is not found anywhere else, I would think. Like where it's completely diagonal and symmetric in a way. So lovely paint. You can also get this nice little brick wall. Lovely. Over here, this is Aztec. Aztec was it? Yep, Aztec 2. I don't usually use Aztec that much, but this looked nicer than the Aztec 1, which is, let me find it real quick. This one I don't like too much. I prefer this one, not gonna like the Aztec 2 over here, which is the Pacific 2. Now this is nice as well. Nice little substitute for the Pacific 1, which I also use quite a lot for the floor. This one gonna be way nicer, not gonna lie. Look at that. Now to the construction side of things, we got a lot of things for construction right here. Look at that. Look at the amount of it that you got. So first of all, we got nice new door, which is the camouflage staff door. Normally you get these staff door where it's like this. It's half in grey color, but now you can just put it like this and you can paint the whole thing. So it could blend with walls. It's just perfect for like making a nice little wall and then just hiding one of these. It's quite hard to spot, so you know, it's worked quite nicely. Over here we got the new and improved floor arrows. So now it changed how it works, so you can actually paint them now, which is also nice. Look at that, you can change color. this one. So basically, from what I understand, from what I heard other people say about it, is that basically the guests will look around in the areas before the arrows. So after they look around at everything before the arrows, they will then get shot 12 tile. So whichever way you set it, like if you set it this way, then it's gonna send them about 12 tile from this arrow, which is quite nice. The only thing that I still, you know, have a little bit of problem with is the fact that it's 2 by 2. Like, who do like even numbers tile for the walkway? Sometimes I do it, but like it's not often. Like, you know, I would think 1 by 1 or 3 by 3 would be better. Now this one, this is cool as hell. Look at this. This is the one-way entrance, one-way gate, which absolutely gonna work nicely with whatever we're gonna do in the sandbox mode, which I'm gonna be doing a serial on. So, as the name suggests, it can only go one way, so guests can go from this way to this way, but they can't go backward, which gonna make like one-way tunnel work nicely. I love that. Now over here we got actual roof in game without the mods. Normally you have to use the mods, I think Money Maker, this one that has this roof. But now you got 2 type roof in game. You got the flat roof and slated roof, which I love a lot. Look at that. So you can make like it drop shadows, which I love, especially for the slated roof. Over here we got some more of the more unique one, more of the new ones. So you get yourself some of these nice little dividers. You got normal dividers, you can paint them as well. All these is paintable. Oh, I forgot actually, you can actually see now like what they do. You can see like draggable, so they can be expand, and paintable, so you can paint that item, which is nice. Now we got the fence divider. This one I like a lot. It's gonna be work perfectly for anyone who have the Megaquarium mod installed. That just worked perfectly. I have seen some people use it in the Megaquarium Discord. Lovely. Now to the next one, which is this glass divider. This is also nice. You can make like maybe one of these floor tank, or maybe just put it as like a nice little areas divider, because actually I'm not sure if it's the update itself or the DLC, but now guests can actually you can get prestige from guests viewing decoration outside the tank. It doesn't have to be in the tank anymore, and you can also have them with it 3 tile from it, so you can make like dividers between it and they can still view it. Over here you got this one, rope divider. This look amazing. That was actually like a mod for it, but now it's an actual in-game thing, and I'm pretty sure you can paint it as well, which it's just perfect. Let's try maybe this. Yeah, look at that, you can change the color of the rope. Amazing. And you get some of these as well, which is for viewing. You get the window walls, so you can, instead of having like this gigantic viewing panel, you can make them smallest, so you can make a more miniature style tank, or make it like look like, you know, a sneak peek into the wildlife. Over here you got the pawpaw walls. I also love this. This is the same concept as this, I think, but you get a smaller ones, 1 type. Still cool. You can. This is the one from the whole teaser thingy before the trailer drops. Now over here you got a taller glass divider, which is a glass wall, which I don't know like what it's gonna fit with for the tank, but I know that it can fit with like the core. Over here you got 4 new archway. So you get the one with flag, tunnel archway. You got the normal tunnel ones, these ones, which is flat ones with flag and without flag, and they are all draggable, so they can be expanded, but they can only be expanded sideways, I think. I have not been playing around with them too much yet to know like any cool features they might have. But yeah, it seems like they can only be expanded sideways, which is a bit disappointing, but you know, still pretty cool. Now over here, the main thing that I want you guys to see, which is these new tunnels and bridge. But that's not all. Look at this. So you can actually like have guests walk through the underside of this thing, but look at this. So there is now an update to the first person mode, so now you can actually go down with the stairs. This also works with these stairs as well. So you can have this. It's gonna definitely be good for like taking videos. I think it's gonna be good little tips, tricks for me to do. So yeah, you get the normal bridge, normal tunnel, U bridge, which is quite nice. I think it would fit nicely with maybe a tank, and you can maybe make them like, you know, go over it, or maybe have another tank in front of them. Over here you got the corner bridge, which not too much is, you know, corner bridge, and the corner tunnel. This is interesting as well. So you can have maybe like a tank over here, and then you can go underground and go pop out that way. Would be cool. Now for the smaller side of things, which is gonna be like an addition to the normal game. You already have this type of item, but it's, you know, better one. So first of all, benches. Yeah, you've got this nice little new banquet seating. So they can be expandable, only this one though, which is the normal ones. You also get the corner ones, like this corner or this corner. So you can make like a whole circle of them, which just look neat. It just look like a real aquarium. You can have like corner ones. It's just perfect. We got new toilets. This is a themed toilet, so you can actually paint over them. Let me try to do it for you. Let's go with this one, Aztec. Look at that. So you can basically have a way nicer looking toilet for your aquarium. Next one, new gift shop item, a hermit plushies. Look at that. So there is also a new update to the whole gift shop thingy. So now they come unstocked, arrive empty. So you do not have like a free starting stock with it. So that's a bit, I don't know what it's gonna be like, sort of effects. Is there gonna be any big deal with it? But it seems interesting nonetheless. We got two new bins as well. We got the theme bin, so this is paintable, like the toilets. And we got the wall bin. This is the most interesting one in my opinion. So you can hide this like bin in the wall now, so you don't have to have like a separate little square thingy to block like your path, whatever. You can just stick it into the wall. Over here you got three new things for the staff to use. First of all, new food. It's a bit hard to see, it's too bright. It's a bit too bright, but this is a Squid Dispenser, which is a new food type, which the fish in the DLC are going to be using, some of them. Over here you got the laser pointer. Now this is interesting. So let me go to this one. So look at this. So staff equipped with laser pointer, when they give talks, it's gonna convert 15% of ecology or science point into prestige. So you can get more prestige if you select this for talks with like a lot of ecology or science point. Next one, which is the Octopus costume dispenser. The Octopus costume dispenser will generate prestige when the staff members that have the suit on basically interact with guests. So that is also cool. So you can see here it's work both while they are moving around or giving talk. So it's gonna fit nicely with people who can do talks. To the decoration, yeah, I forgot about that. We don't actually have any new decor that come with plants or cave or rocks. It just free decoration now. So first of all, you get this one, which is a Greek way, Greek vase. Not too much of a, you know, cool factors, but you know, it's a cool little decoration. This one I do like, Greek broken blocks. So you can make like a Atlantis theme. Now this is the Talk the Town one. So what it can do is, it is draggable. So you can make your own custom, like, looking ones. You can have them hanging over it like this, or have them just complete like this. They can make up to 4 in length. And the best part is you can also have the core under them when they are in the tank. That is just perfect. Now here we get a Greek hoplite shield. You know, just cool decor, nothing much to see here. Broken columns, amazing. This one, which is a Greek arch. I mean, not much any, like, you know, it's kind of like, look like this one, Asian gate, but you know, bigger and better. So, you know, I'll take that. Now this I absolutely love, which is the Greek pop, the Untitled. The better Greek vase, basically, in my opinion. It's a bigger looking one, and it's also a octopus theme, which I love. And the last Greek decor, which is this one, statue of Poseidon. Look at that. Nice. So that is basically all of most of the new stuff. There's like the new UI, but you know, you can go check that out on your own because you're definitely gonna buy it, right? So now, time for the start of the DLC, I think. The fishes. So I have made a nice little demo right here. So let's, you know, take a tour through it, shall we? I will also, I think, make a silent version where it's just music in the background, so you know, people who don't want to listen to me can, you know, just enjoy the view. So jumping in right here, we can start right here. You can see right here I have used the glass wall to create a nice little middle thingy for the seating to go around. You know, have some potted plants, just look nice. So let's look at this first. The themed toilet. Look at this, it just fit perfectly like this. So there is no more need for walls, and instead of having to use the guest door, which is a mod to make like the door for the bathroom so it doesn't stick out too much, you know, can just paint it normally. So let's go for the first fish. The first one, the Picasso triggerfish. You know what, let me run the game as well so you can see that animation swimming around. Look at that. So there is also a new customizable territorial trait now. So normally it's only like 50% of the tank, but now you can customize it. This guy is 10% territorial, which is interesting. So I have 3 of them just swimming around. Just look at them, they just so colorful, aren't they? Let me do a quick mouth spray. I'm having a bit of a dry throat problem. Okay, let us continue, shall we? Over here is another new fish, the Oriental Sweetlets. I might as well pull up the stats for them as well. So, right. This was made a mod before, but now it's an actual thing in the game. So you can see here, they do not like lights. And this, I think this is the first one to have communal trade for saltwater fish that is not a mod. There is also, I think, one more in here that is also like that. A saltwater with this trait, which is interesting. So the Oriental Sweet Lips, they just look cool. They also have the Greedy and the Glim. Look at that. That is just colorful in it. Let the game run. Just look at they swim. Look at that. Ooh. Now let's go to over here. As you can see here, I have used the what's it again? God damn it, I forgot. Oh, Jungle Paint 2. They just have this nice texture, in my opinion, for the walls, which just work perfectly. You can see here I have used the fence railing for the decor right here, which is the Poseidon decoration. This worked perfectly. And over here you can see the camouflage sub door. Nicely fits. Now moving on to over here, which is the garden eel. They come with this cool animation. Let's wait for it. So they have the whole clump thingy, which from a data mining, it's basically make them stay together in groups, and they are not doing the animation that I want them to do. Hello, can you do it, please? Yeah, there we go. See. So basically, they can go into the hole. So that's just cool. So instead of like them, just staying stationary like a coral, they can go hide in the hole and pops out. And it's not like the exact same time, it's randomized, I would think. So that looked nice. Well, now we're here to the tunnel tank. So this is the use for the one-way gate, in my opinion. Staff can walk through them. So that is also a neat little thing to know about them. So basically, only guests will be able to walk one way only. But sadly, for some reason, they aren't paintable like any other decor that was added for some reason. So that's a bit sad, but I mean, it's okay. It's not the worst. Now we got the Sawfish. This is the second fish that is not mods that can go both in saltwater and freshwater. The first one is the manatee from Freshwater Frenzy. I mean, it's not fish, but let's say animals, yeah. So we got a nice little Sawfish. They also have the don't like rocks, which is also interesting. They do not like glides. Neat curved tank. Basically, like they are basically a shark plus somewhat a more freshwater thingy. So that is also cool. And over here now, this is the use of the roof. Look at that. So you can get this nice little... Oh, I forgot to mention the archway, by the way. Just look at that. It just fit. So over here you can see I use the harbor paint too. And look at that roof. So you can make like the ship theme thingy. You can also make like a luxury theme thingy. I might do in the sandbox that I'm gonna do for the every DLC set playthrough. Now, for the new fish and the new crustaceans, well, this is a cold water tank, and as you can see here, we got John Dory. Look at that. Cool looking fish. We also get the Japanese spider crabs. I think. What's that? Japanese spider crabs. Yep, Japanese spider crab. Oh, I forgot to check this one. The large two sawfish, just in case you want to know the names for them. So the John Dories, they are, not too bad. They are just dislike food competitors and high school feeding. Not too much, greedy open space. Spider crabs is, interesting to say the least. I like them a lot in real life. And here they do not eat any fish other than, eating crustacean, which, I can deal with. They can be either alone or have to be 5 of them, and they require 5 roll each. I mean, not the worst thing to, house. Now to the right, you can see here another cold water tank. So there is 2 new fish in here. The first one is the Top Gunner. So, for anything else, I would like you to look at the animation of them walking. Look at that. That just looks so adorable and creepy at the same time. Just slowly crawling on the floors, And another one, which is... Wait, where's these guys? The... I forgot the name again, sorry. It's, it's new fish. I, tend to put their names. Oh, they need food as well. Right. They need cockle, herring, and supplements. Oh, they don't need supplements. Alright. So as you can wait, oh, I forgot to look at the inventory. You know, I'm kind of in a bit of a rush because, you know, it's about to be bedtime for me. And I'm still up doing videos. The sea needle. So this is another one, which is communal freshwater, but this one is cold water as well. Not only is it salt water. Wait, did I say freshwater? Sorry. This is the first salt water and cold water that have communal. So we got like 2 of them out of the way. The Oriental Sweet Lips, which is a tropical water and salt water with communal, but this one is cold water. And they look interesting. Look at that. They just look like a nice little fish to have in your aquarium, don't you think? You can also see like the whole decoration with the green thingy. And I also use the window. So instead of having to make like a big viewing thing, you can just have a smaller one, which I think is very lovely for some type of tank where you don't want to be able to view from every side. And it's fit with the wall as well, because normally if you have just like the wall and not the window thingy, it just look a bit weird, you know. So now it's just look normal, look nice. Now it's moving on. Now this is an interesting creatures. The decorated crabs. So this is the first that introduced another new mechanic, which is love? Was it love or like? I'm not too sure. Let me pull down the walls. It is soft coral lovers. So this is the first of any species to have this one in the game. So they will require soft coral, which is an interesting little thing. There was actually like some people. We have done a little bit of data mining. Sadly, there is not like secret ones where it's like love hard coral lovers or anemone lovers. Sadly, there is none to be found. So sadly, our dream of having clownfish that require anemones have been crushed. These bad boys though, I'm not sure if I can. Let's see. Let's come back later. Now we'll let them grow. So what they can do is that they can change their form when they grow up. So they will have the whole decoration on backlinking in the teasers and the trailers. So we'll come back to them for now. You can see here we got the nice little tunnel going down. Sadly, inside the tunnel you can't put anything inside it, sadly. So that's a bit sucks. And you can see here we got another one-way gate to lock people out from, going back inside. Now we got nice little, gift shop right here. You got some more bench action, some theme bin action, and the cute and adorable looking hermits. Look at that. Don't you just want to buy them? Now over here you can see the arrow being painted. Over here on the floor tank is not in the game, by the way. Not in the game as in like, official one. This is just a mod. But the animals that live inside of it though is now in the game. Introducing the Mantis Shrimp. Look at that. Is it the peacock as well? Let me check. It is indeed peacock as well. Peacock Mantis Shrimp. It was in the game before as a mod, but now it is an actual animals in the game. Official ones. So it is quite interesting. It's basically, in my opinion, a lobster but for tropical water, because its head itself, it's a buoy, and it's actually heavily armored, so it can't be eaten, which is amazing. And it eats crustacean up to size 8. Jesus. That eat double the size. Ooh. Now, as as you can see here, more railing action going on. Now to the more interesting looking fish over here in these nice little fish tank. Also it works with fish tanks will be called first person, which is Napoleon Ross, which I forgot the name. Correct. These are surge crabs. Just look at them swimming around, having the time of their life. They're just so colourful in it. Now to the next fish tank over here, you can see I have using the glass wall and just put some decor item in them. So the guests would be able to wear them even with the glass around it. So that is incredible like new thing. Also, paint will now give you prestige if you have enough of it. So like, if you have a lot of paints, it will now give you prestige, but to not be, you know, like a consequence for people who uses, you know, 2 or 3 colors or not just 1 colors. There will be no negative prestige if you just use just that amount. It's just that if you use a lot of colors, you just get a little bit extra of an advantage, basically. Over here you got the steephead parrotfish. I kind of forgot to show the stat for the grass wall. Yeah, just, you know, shoaling, active swimmers, not too much to see here. These are quite, you know, just typical Megaquarium sort of fish, you know, just plant lovers, rock lovers, skill feeding, may eat some stuff, you know, not the weirdest of things to be added. So now, for the, oh wait, before that, you can see here, you can actually put benches and items under these bridges, which amazing, it's just amazing. Now, to the new, there is new trade in here, believe it or not just for the sword coral, another new one, for the golden jack, which I forgot to feed, sorry about that. Let me put down some feeding for them, so they do not die. We don't want to see that, do we? Which is the Wingman. So this is a new trade for fish. Wingman like to share the tank with an animal with the size of at least 30. So you can basically have them share tank with, like, required to share tank with bigger animals. Maybe think about maybe like, I forgot the name for them, but basically imagine those fish that go alongside sharks that basically clean up for them. Like, you know, just think about it, that, you know, they will have this trade on them, which, you know, would require them to have a shark in the tank. Maybe that would be interesting, you know, to require a big fish in there so that they will be happy. And for example, you got the golden jack, which is also more commonly known as the golden trevally, but I don't know, he just like golden jack name, I guess, which is, you know, still interesting to say the least. So not much to see here, but other than the hell of a goddamn feeding required, and goddamn, it's about to be bedtime for me, and there's still people just driving around down the street. Interesting. Now for the main show, main attraction, these bad boys, the Napoleon Ross and the ocean sunfish. Look at those. Ooh. So first of all, let's go for the ocean sunfish stat. These bad boys will require tank pep, which is interesting new. I'm not sure if that is new, but it is interesting to say the least. Is that new? Tank depth. Required tank depth. Tank depth. Oh no, it's not actually new. So this is another one that required. So there is 2 animals which require tank depth. Interesting. And this is the only one that required more than 2, up to 5 when grown up. Jesus. These bad boys can also grow up to the size of 100. Yes, 100. You heard me right. These bad boys can grow up to that size. But other than that, they don't have any weird looking stats to them. They just, active swimmers, expected, curved tank, rounded tank, kind of expected, and open space, But, also something that I have seen a bit of people mention is the starfish eating. Seems like a lot of the fish have the trait of eating starfish. Like 60%, not 60, wait a minute, 6 out of 15 have that. So that is also interesting. Now, another cool looking fish which I look forward to, but now kind of a bit sad, is the Napoleon Ross. So from here, you don't see much any weird things, It just eats squid, which is the new food dispenser, which you can't really see the design for it because it's a bit too bright right now. But yeah, you don't see much of any weird looking, traits or anything. Just explorer, open space, greedy. Now what do we have here? Eat animal up to 32. God damn. Like holy. I was going in here expecting for me to make like this cool amazing coral garden. If you're ever going to like aquarium or something where you can see like the whole coral garden where you have the Napoleon Ross as the main fish in the tank. But yeah, it seems like that is not a thing, sadly, for the DLC. But yeah, that is all of the new fish that we have, all of the new animals. Now time for the decorated crabs. How much longer do these boy need? One more day, so let's wait for them, shall we? So we can actually see their new model. So they come with two models, these like plain ones and the decorated one. There we go, there we go. So when they grow up, they turn into a quote-unquote new animals. So it's a different model, and they are still territorial, the same. Look at that, how adorable. Just have these nice little looking coral all over them. This doesn't matter, no matter like what coral you have in the tank, they would just have the same model. I mean, it's still incredibly interesting to have like animals that can change their whole model, and pretty sure code as well. I'm not sure about that too much because I haven't gone into the code and look at it. I'm not that big of a data miner. But yeah, this is like the first animal in games that can actually change texture when they grow up and turn into a new whole animals. So I think that would wrap it up quite nicely for the Architects Collection DLC. So before I go, I'm gonna be doing a sandbox on this game, which I'm gonna have all the mods turn, all the DLC turn on, not mods. I'm gonna have some of the mods turn on as well, mostly for decoration and filtration. But other than that, it's gonna be completely vanilla. It's not gonna be having too much insane things. But yeah, this is an incredible mod. 15 new animals, a lot of new mechanics. Just look at these. Oh, good lord. But yeah, there will be a link to the mods down below. No, not mods, DLC, sorry for, a bit of a lack of brain because it is, quite late for me. And there will also be a link to the kind of summary of what this update brings. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you, enjoyed this video and think it is informational, click that like button, that would be greatly appreciated. Or if you want to show even more support, then click that subscribe button. That is the most helpful thing ever to a YouTube channel. So yeah, make sure to share this to every one of your friends that, have Megaquarium, of course. Or if they like fish, just show them this game, just show the support to the creators, Team White Circle. He's an incredible guy who made, good games, Megaquarium. And yeah, that's gonna be the end of the videos. So I hope you really, more things and have decided to either buy or not buy this DLC. But yeah, other than that, I will see you in the new, Sandbox DLC thingy. Goodbye, and I hope you have a great